just play the damn thing.
Now, admittedly, I don't do a whole lot of demos on acoustic guitars or acoustic guitar gear, at least, you know, gear that's like specifically related to acoustic guitars, but this is one that I had to show you. Zager Guitars reached out to me, surprisingly, and asked if I would have an interest in checking out this guitar. Before we go any further, it was made very, very clear that my opinions are mine and mine alone. My opinion is never for sale. However, they are not paying me for this video anyway. They did send the guitar along. They did also sign me up as one of their affiliates through their affiliate marketing program. So if you see something in this video that you really, really are interested in, please use the link down at the bottom. I do receive a small compensation for that, assuming that you make a purchase. But beyond that, that's it. No money was exchanged. They didn't pay me to make this video or anything like that. That was the extent of the agreement. Now, what I will say is thus far, well, first of all, the guitar arrived on my front porch like this, thanks to the brain surgeons at FedEx. FYI, shipping a guitar, and especially an acoustic guitar, upside down on its neck probably isn't the greatest idea that those geniuses have ever had. And a friend of mine who happens to be a FedEx delivery driver did tell me that if a box is open on one end, they were required, per their policy, to stand the box up with the open end facing upward, assuming that the driver doesn't have any tape on board in the vehicle. Why a shipping company driver would not have any additional packing tape on board in the vehicle is beyond me, but regardless, this is how my guitar was delivered. You know, I brought it in the house. I let it sit for 24 hours to come up to room temperature. Personally, I think that's more of a myth than anything else, but in this case, I figured better be safe than sorry. And once I opened it up, I was very, very impressed with what I found on the inside. Zager Guitars wanted to wow me. You know, they want to wow any of their customers who purchase a guitar from them. And this guitar is absolutely 100% wow factor. I was blown away at the care that they put into this thing. Well, first off, let me show you everything that I have unpacked thus far. For starters, this little silver envelope was inside the box but outside the case, and it contained the certificate of authenticity from Zager Guitars, a signed lithograph from Denny Zager himself. This is basically just a guide telling you how they set their guitars up from the factory. And last but not least, you have instructions on how to adjust the action should you need to do so, should you want to do so. You know, and that, you know, along with what looks like a signed thank you from Denny Zager himself. So this is all even before you open the guitar case. As you can see, the guitar case is a very, very good, very snug fit. It fits that guitar like a glove. Thank God this thing was packaged extremely well in case the morons at FedEx do what the morons at FedEx did. So, but you can hopefully also see it's even got an in-case humidifier gauge, or at least hang tags and stuff. We'll get to the guitar. Of course, it also comes with its own feedback buster. They included a real, authentic leather strap, and that's a nice, thick, heavy-duty strap. Very nice guitar strap. Wow, look at that. More on that here in a bit. And inside the pocket, they even included a Zager Guitars t-shirt. I don't know what the likelihood of that being my size are, but I guess we'll find out here eventually. Of course, truss rod, standard truss rod tool, pick guard if you want to put that on. The Fishman hang tags. This comes with a Fishman Presys, fretboard cleaner and conditioner, and of course a Fishman user guide. So pretty standard case candy there, but all necessary. And it's also worth noting that there's also a couple of case keys along with the truss rod tool should you need to lock the case for security reasons. Last but not least, this actually came off the hang tags on the guitar itself. It's the QA inspected by somebody, Scott Henry and Denny all signed off on this. And just a tag for the Grover machine heads by the looks of it. Wow, what an experience so far. Seriously, for a new guitar experience, pulling something like this out of the box is really makes buying a new guitar a lot of fun. I'm probably going to set this thing up and to my playing style and then set up a microphone and we're going to hear it. Hey, fun fact, after I shut the guitar off in that last segment, I discovered that the feedback buster that comes with this guitar also doubles as a humidifier. Pretty freaking cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome right there. So, here is what we're going to do. I've got that camera there. I've got this camera here set up so that you guys can get a good solid look-see at all this stuff. And I'm going to just play on this thing for a little bit. And we're going to record it 3 different ways. Once with, of course, going out of the preamp, onboard preamp. This thing comes with the Fishman Presys, which is about a $220 preamp, acoustic preamp. So, good solid preamp. So we're going to do one with the output on just using the preamp straight into the interface. One mic'd up with an SM57, and one mic'd up with a Sterling Audio SL230 condenser, small diaphragm condenser microphone, so that you can hear what it sounds like with a condenser. Both roughly about the same distance away from the sound hole, hopefully pointed somewhat close to it. Then we're going to go back and forth so you can hear how this thing sounds through all 3 different methods and hopefully give you an idea of what you're going to get when you buy this thing. Capturing the actual tone of an acoustic guitar on a YouTube video is not easy, so hopefully we'll get somewhere close. I normally use Elixir polyweb coated strings on my acoustic guitars, but in this case I just went ahead and rolled with the ones with the strings that are already on here, which I'm assuming are probably D-18 or something like that. I'm not sure. Regardless, you know, I did that because I wanted to be able to show you guys, you know, what you're going to get right out of the box, you know, and, you know, of course, anybody's going to be able to change their own guitar strings, which I will do here at my leisure. You know, but I really want to iterate the value that you're getting with this guitar. When you factor in that this is an American-made acoustic, these guitars are all made domestically here in Lincoln, Nebraska. All solid wood, top, back, and sides. I posted all the specs on the screen during the playthrough demo. You know, and of course, Zager are very well known for their easy play setup system. Not to mention all the other extras that this guitar comes with, and I hope this video has made very clear that there are many. This is not an off-brand guitar. Okay, this is not something that you're going to find cheap on Amazon. This just happens to be a really good value. You know, this is a real working man's guitar. This is this is a $1,400 guitar. You know, but it absolutely keeps up with the $2,500 Martins and Taylors and Gibsons and, you know, things of that nature. It's in that caliber of acoustic. It's a working man's American-made guitar is what it is. You know, this is a serious acoustic guitar made for serious acoustic guitar players. Again, if you're into the Martins and the Taylors and the Breedloves and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and you haven't checked out Zager guitars or you're not familiar with them, you need to go check these out because I think these would be a great addition to your collection, as well as anybody who's just looking for a nice warm sounding acoustic. I haven't quite figured out their model number system yet because, you know, the ZAD50CE, there's the ZAD50 and the ZAD50CE, the CE obviously standing for cutaway electronics, you know, but the ZAD50s, you know, whichever version you're talking about, also seems to include not just the dreadnoughts but also the concert size acoustics, and, you know, it seems to be the same model number for both. So, you know, you kind of got to you don't have to specify, but you got to make sure you're clicking on the right one on their website. It does come in multiple finishes. You can also get this in a natural finish, and I think there might even be one or two others. I wanted the sunburst finish. They gave me my choice. I wanted the sunburst finish because natural finish acoustic guitars are everywhere, and I just want something that looks a little bit different from anything else I've ever had. And in my opinion, this is a beautiful finish on a beautiful guitar. So, as a guy that has worked in the MI industry and that has been selling guitars for over 15 years, I have tested a lot of guitars, acoustic and electric, over the course of my career. A lot of guitars. This is one that truly impressed me. This is my opinion and my opinion only. As I mentioned at the start of the video, my opinion is never, ever for sale. If you're looking for a good, solid working man's acoustic, you need to go check out Zager guitars. That link will be down in the description. Adios.